So today was BeShvat, and just wanted to share some basic insight, like what's BeShvat about. BeShvat is the new year of the trees, is giving us the understanding that a tree can bring fruits and can bring different levels of fruits. We are trees. Man is called a tree, and we know that the first sin is that we ate from the trees of the wrong trees, and it had to do with eating the fruits. So we are celebrating here the fruits that we can bring. We are basically reminded at this time of the year to do an internal introspection of what it is that we're here for. What fruit do you want to bring in your life? Whenever you have an interaction with someone, whenever you you're in a place in order to do something specific, what it is that you are trying to bring. We need to think of the fruits that we want to bring. Some fruits have clipot, have shells, some have pits, and sometimes we're hardened inside, sometimes we're hardened outside, and sometimes we're too vulnerable also. We need to have a constant introspection if we want to fix the sin of Adam Arishon, if we want to fix the eating of the fruits. Fruits are children. The mitzvah of Peru Revu is Peru, be fruitful and multiply. Why is it fruitful and multiply? The whole idea of children, the whole idea of fruits is that we are beings that have a potential to bring something unique, to bring something new, to bring, right? If you think about it, the only new thing that comes in the world that you can bring that is completely different is the kids. Everything else is a mix of everything else. But a child, it's something that you can only do with a partner, and you can bring something completely different, something that is going to bring the next link, the next chain, the next I would say device or piece of art that will, the next chain in the matrix, that will bring then something that was never here before. That's why our rabbis tells us, when you want to make a child, imagine you can bring Moshiach. You want to bring something incredible. But so we're speaking on a global level. It's in our daily life. When you meet someone, is why am I meeting with that person? What fruits do I want to see coming out? And when we know also, when we're trying to make a child, which is trying to make a fruit, we have to have hachana, meaning we need preparation. What is this all about? Do most people have children because they don't want to be, they are selfish? I'm having a child because I want to have a child. I want to feel like I have a child. I want to feel like a father. I want to feel like a mother. I want to play with my child. I want people to see, I have a family, all that. But really, technically, I don't need anything else but God. So what are we trying? What will be the right way, the right intention in having fruits? What's the right intention in using this world? I'm using this world for my enjoyment, to take the pleasure, the goodness, and the uniqueness that exists there, or I want to be part of those who create a garden. What type of garden of Eden are you creating for yourself? So the new year of the tree is reminding us that right now it's the winter, we're in the process where everything is hidden, where things are in the process of growing, like a baby in the womb, and we have to give birth, right? We're reading now Beshparasat Beshalach, which is about going out of we're going out of Mitzrayim and going through the water, and all that is experience in Kabbalah, as explained in Kabbalah, as giving birth to something, giving birth to a new fruit, a new nation, a new item that will make all the difference in the world. But we need to do an introspection and to prepare. Anything you do, whether it's eating, whether it's talking to people, whether it's working, whether it's building something or any interest you have, desire you have, you need to first ask yourself, do I do this fruit for myself or for the world? It should be for the world. And the second thing is, what type of fruit do I want to bring? What type of child do I want to bring? I want a child that is dedicated to the world. I want to make fruits that is going to help the world becoming better or not. And if we do that, then every one of our relationships and every action we do will become fruitful and multiply. That's what we're here for. We are trees that can bring fruits, and the fruits from words, fruits that are words that are fruits, and then they are actions that are fruits, and then thoughts that are fruitful also. We have to constantly look at the world and on a daily basis ask ourselves, what type of goodness I want to bring to the world. And that's the festival of BeShvat, to remember that potential, that we can be trees, we can be heroes, we can bring fruits, we can bring the future, we can bring something new, souls from all the way up in the most spiritual world into this world. We can create a Garden of Eden for ourselves. Because unless we do that and we reflect on it, we're not going to be able to give birth to the new us of this year, to all the hard work we have done from Rosh Hashanah till now, which is a work of going into the world and planting seeds. All the commitments, all the visions that we have in Rosh Hashanah, it's going to stay buried. It's not. Now we're trying to shape the child and everything we have done to see if it's bringing fruits. What brought fruits to all the things we invested in since Rosh Hashanah. It's about to come out. The spring is going to come, and that's according to Pesach, and we're trying to see all those things, and we are being concentrated. Like a baby in the womb, you can still pray for the baby for certain things to happen, for the baby to be a certain way, for the neshama who enters at the moment of birth, when he breathes, to be a neshama that is a very high neshama. So that's really, I think, one of the main ideas that we can grasp on this festival. It's a festival of our potential as human beings to create a Garden of Eden for ourselves in Olam Haba. This world is the internal process, and when we give birth to our true self, it's going to be in Olam Haba, and we will see all the fruits that we have earned. But in order to have a beautiful garden, we need to understand that thoughts need to be put into it. If you don't imagine what type of children you want, then you should have a generic child, just another child. You need to understand how our power of creating and bringing new things in the world in our own specific way can happen. That's our job. That's our greatness. That's our merit, our responsibility. It's all for us. So are you gonna wake up in heaven with a garden of beautiful fruits, or just standard peels that you take from the trees? That all depends on you. Depends on how beautiful you want your life to be, how beautiful you want your garden to be, how much you invest thoughts and emotions, water, sun, and everything that the garden needs for yourself. It's your own garden, so take care of it. And before you decide to do anything in life, from the small things to the big things, ask yourself, what's the fruits, what's the goal, what's the purpose, what do I want to come out of it? Because it's all a training, a preparation for the fruits of our garden in Olam Haba. So Chag Sameach, everyone. Happy New Year.